Hello, this is Mrs. Ward, and this is going to go over the ACT practice test number 2. And today we are going over the ones, 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, and 51. So you're going to find practice 2 for the math section begins in your Barrows book on page 659. Again, that's page 659, and we're going to start with the ones, 1, 21, 11, 31, 41, and 51. We're not going to use the hats today because I am not there. Whoever is playing this video, I'm just going to have the timer play for the 6 minutes. So just once we're ready and I say go, the timer will start. Just let the video continue to play. And when you notice that the timer's off, that's when I'll start going over them. Circle the correct answers in the book. You'll still be responsible for the ones when the next time we have the quiz. So I hope everybody has their calculators out. The book's open to page 659 for the math practice test 2. And we are going to start with the ones. So now I am going to press the 6-minute clock, and good luck. Okay, your time is up, and now we are going to go over the problems. So the first one says, for the equation 3x minus 4 times the quantity of x minus 2 plus 6x minus 8 is equal to 0, find the value of x. So I am just going to combine my like terms, but before I do that, I'm going to distribute the negative 4 and make this 3x minus 4x, and negative 4 times the negative 2 will be plus 8 plus 6x minus 8 is equal to 0. Combining my like terms, the x's, when I combine those, that will be 5x. 8 plus negative 8 will be 0. So I'm going to have 5x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. So here the correct answer is choice B, x is equal to 0. For number 11, maybe not. Number 11, they give you two trapezoids, and they tell you that they're similar to each other. They have identical internal angle measurements in the area of the smaller trapezoid, and they want to know what the area of the smaller trapezoid is, assuming that the larger trapezoid has an area of 20. And then they give you the ratio. So here the linear ratio is 6:3. So the larger one is 2 times. So it's like 2 times the smaller one to get to the larger one. So that's the linear. But remember when I'm doing, so this would be, to go from the 3 to 6, I would do 2 times 3. And then to do the height would also be 2 times as large. So when I'm finding the area, when I take the 2 times the 2, that means it's going to be 4 times as large, the area. So if the area of the larger one is 20, I divide that by 4 and find that the area of the smaller one will be 5. So the correct choice is choice A for the letter 5, for the number 5, sorry. For number 21, January 2011 begins with a Saturday, ends on a Monday. What fraction of the days in January are on the weekend? In other words, Saturdays and Sundays. I just counted. I figured that was much easier. So I'm counting my Saturdays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 Saturdays. Counting my Sundays. Make sure you don't count that one because that's not in January. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 and 5. So I have 10 days on the weekend out of 31 days in January. So my fraction is 10 over 31. Cannot be simplified. So the correct choice is letter B for 10/31. Number 31. So when I look at this graph, the only thing that I see highlighted is I see that the 3 is marked and then nothing else. So I saw this arrow first, but then I have this arrow here. So there's no line. It's just a dot at 3, which means the correct answer is going to be x is equal to 3. There is no inequality. It's just an equation. Number 41, they give me 5x to the third minus 15x squared plus 10x to the fourth. I'm going to factor out the greatest common factor. In this case, the greatest common factor is going to be 5x squared. So the first term will be x minus 3 plus 2x squared. And when I look for my choices, that is going to be choice E. So 41 is choice E. And the last one, 51, it says the slope of a line is given as A over B. What is the slope of the line perpendicular? Remember, the slope of a perpendicular line is the opposite reciprocal. So I'm going to put a negative sign and then flip the A over B and make that B over A. And that is going to be choice D for the opposite reciprocal. So those are the ACT practice test 2, the ones. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, save them for next class and we'll go over them, but you will still be responsible for these for the next test. Thank you and have a great day.